Brahima Konate chooses words carefully in honest verdict on Man City star. Ibrahima Konate has said Manchester City's Ryan Cherki can succeed in the Premier League if he applies himself correctly. The winger joined City from Lyon in the summer and has already shown glimpses of his undoubted talent. Cherki scored and provided an assist from 4 appearances at last summer's Club World Cup, while he netted on his Premier League debut against Wolverhampton Wanderers in August. But a thigh injury suffered the following week impeded his start to life in England. After returning, Cherki has again demonstrated signs of his talent. He set up 2 goals in the win over Bournemouth at the start of the month and then started in last week's 3-0 victory over Liverpool. The 22-year-old reportedly met with Liverpool before joining City, and could have lined up alongside Konate at club level had things gone differently over the summer. But the Liverpool star was cautious when asked about for his verdict on Cherki in Thursday's press conference. Whether that was due to the Reds' interest, his role for arrival, his attitude, or even his penchant for operating as a maverick midfielder is unclear. "I have to choose my words carefully on this subject," said Konate, speaking ahead of France's World Cup qualifier against Azerbaijan on Sunday. "I don't see any difference between Cherki at City and with Les Blues. He's very flamboyant, old school. He likes to entertain the people who watch him. He's two-footed. He's going to take a big step forward in many areas. It depends on him, on his work, on what he delivers. He can achieve great things in the world of football with all his qualities. But it all depends on him." Cherki played 68 minutes for France in Thursday's win over Ukraine and is expected to feature again in Baku on Sunday. Before that dead rubber, head coach Didier Deschamps also reiterated Konate's view that the City winger needs to continue improving. A difference between Cherki at City and Cherki with the French national team? Ryan is Ryan. You say he's refined his game in Manchester? He's adapting there to a role that's different from the one he had on Thursday, said the World Cup winner. He has above-average technical ability. There are things to improve compared to what he did on Thursday. He also depends on the team. His positioning was a bit too deep in that match. There's a lot of competition at Manchester, his playing time is limited. He played that hour. He'll be focused on tomorrow's match. He'll need time too, like everyone else. Ibrahima Konate teases announcement on future very soon amid Liverpool uncertainty. Ibrahima Konate has revealed reports that he has received a new contract offer from Liverpool or wide of the mark, and said he hopes to make an announcement on his future soon. The centre-back's contract expires at the end of the season, and he has been linked with a move elsewhere. Real Madrid reportedly is keen on signing Konate for free this summer, less than 6 months after Trent Alexander-Arnold joined Los Blancos at the end of his Liverpool contract. Konate and Liverpool have been in talks for over a year regarding an extension, but have yet to come to an agreement. Recent reports have claimed he is edging toward remaining at Anfield, which was not the case a few months ago. This week, Claims Online stated Liverpool had submitted a final offer for the Frenchman, but speaking ahead of Sunday's World Cup qualifier in Azerbaijan, Konate clarified that is not the case. "I've seen a lot of things," he told journalists with a smile. "Liverpool have reportedly made me a new offer. I don't know where that information came from. My agents are still in discussions with Liverpool. I hope my decision will be made very soon so I can announce it." The future of French international defenders has been a recurring topic this week, with Kylian Mbappé asked if he would like to see Dayot Upamecano join him at Real. The Bayern Munich star has also been linked with a move to Anfield. As for Konate, Liverpool is eager to tie him down to fresh terms. He remains one of Arne Slot's most trusted players, and has started all 15 Premier League and Champions League matches this season. His form, however, has been patchy. Several impressive displays, such as against Manchester United and Real in recent weeks, have been followed by underwhelming displays, like in last Sunday's defeat at the Etihad. Konate also struggled in the loss to Chelsea last month, and started the season terribly, with high-profile mistakes in all of Liverpool's first 3 fixtures. The 26-year-old is expected to start in France's Dead Rubber World Cup qualifier on Sunday, after watching from the bench as the 2018 world champions beat Ukraine 4-0 on Thursday. In the first meeting, there was a lack of intensity, Konate said ahead of the Azerbaijan clash. "Everyone wants to play and score points. But even if tomorrow's match is a disaster, we must remember that we have already qualified. Don't criticize, I know you, the media, well. But we will make the effort, we have duties. Liverpool told transfer should have never happened after £65.5 million decision. Liverpool have been criticised for their decision to let Luis Diaz go during the summer transfer window. The Reds agreed to a deal with Bayern Munich, allowing the Colombian international to leave for a fee of up to £65.5 million. Since his move to Germany, Diaz has had a stellar start, netting 11 goals in 17 appearances across all competitions. Following Diaz's departure, Liverpool bolstered their attacking options by bringing in Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak. Ekitike kicked off the season on a high note, scoring 6 goals in all competitions, but he hasn't found the back of the net in the Premier League since September 20. Isak, who made a £125 million switch from Newcastle, has only scored once for Liverpool, with his only goal coming against Southampton in the Carabao Cup. Former Premier League striker Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank has voiced his opinion on why Liverpool should have kept Diaz. The former Chelsea star also questioned the impact of bringing both Ekitike and Isak to the club, with Liverpool head coach Arne Slot is often asked about the possibility of naming both players in the starting lineup, reports the Liverpool Echo. Hasselbank's comments come after Liverpool suffered another setback in their bid to retain the Premier League title, losing 3-0 to rivals Manchester City last weekend at the Etihad Stadium. The former Chelsea striker added, "You have got Hugo Ekitike in the building, he is doing well, he hit the ground running, he was scoring. Alexander Isak comes in and Ekitike goes on the bench. What does that do to Ekitike and what else does that do for the squad? Whatever you say is not good and that is the problem you're going to get. You have that problem, then on top of that, you have to find a place for Wirtz. Don't forget Wirtz in there, you have to find a place." Victor Gyökeres and Alexander Isak on the brink of huge setback after summer transfers. Premier League strikers Victor Gyökeres and Alexander Isak have suffered a blow in their hopes of playing in next summer's World Cup with Sweden. The teams sit at the bottom of qualification Group B, meaning that they only have one more pathway open to make the journey to North America next summer. The side, now managed by former Chelsea and Brighton manager Graham Potter, fell to a 4-1 loss against Switzerland on Saturday evening. It leaves them having picked up just 1 point from the first 9 games. They are back in action on Tuesday in the final qualification game against Slovenia. But the loss versus Switzerland means that Sweden go into that match knowing that they have no chance of finishing in the first automatic qualification spot, or the second playoff spot. There is, however, still a way of the nation taking part in the summer's tournament. They can book their place through the UEFA Nations League. Sweden won promotion in the tournament under former boss Jon Dahl Tomasson. They therefore have a place in the World Cup playoffs by being one of the 4 best performing teams in the Nations League, who are not assured of a playoff spot through World Cup qualifying. The poor form in the World Cup qualifiers comes despite them having 2 of the most sought-after strikers in Europe at their disposal in Gyökeres and Isak. The former made a move to Arsenal from Sporting CP in the summer, while Isak completed a British record £125 million move to Liverpool from Newcastle on deadline day. Gyökeres is missing in the current international break through injury, while Isak is still building up his fitness after a disrupted pre-season. The Liverpool man came on as a substitute against Switzerland but couldn't help his team turn it around. Since his move to Anfield, Isak has struggled to make an impact. He is still searching for his first Premier League goal, with his only strike so far coming in the Carabao Cup. He was back on the bench for Liverpool before the international break after missing the previous 4 games through injury. Gyökeres has had more success since his move in the summer. The 27-year-old has scored 4 goals in his 10 Premier League appearances and another 2 in the Champions League. He missed last week's 2-2 draw with Sunderland with a muscle injury. The same problem has forced him to sit out the Sweden games.